One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like you did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The run to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the ground with the back. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's got the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Using his legs, it's Sanders.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Pulls it in. It's Sanders. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To throw, it's Mayava. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Remick. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Slams ahead. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Parker. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Off play action. Under fire. That's caught. It's Bonner. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Huskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Caught close to the marker, it's Sanders. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Snagged out of the air. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Off the RPO, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll go right back to the run. Runs through the tackle. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I hate the play call there. It's third and long. You're in your own end of the field. That's a play. You got to throw it. You got to trust someone to make a catch and go make a play. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. Nobody falls for it. It's just a bad.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the ground, it's Sanders. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Lane. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Trojans line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Parker. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a man. It's Markway. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
He's loose. Gets it past the marker. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Skips away from pressure. Finds space on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab, it's Lemon. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give to the tailback. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're working that left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
On the ground. Touchdown, Trojans. And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback...
He smashes his way through again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Trojans have taken it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Trojan. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Duke. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Across the 25, he's got room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Tackle near the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, USC.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the back. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bonner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder. Some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
And the USC offense will take.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. They kick it away on 4th down. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to the well. Makes one man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They try to pop a run on the draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Huskers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And the USC offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.